Hello Robloxians, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Tycoon leaderboard and a become Tycoon owner door. So what I just did is I just opened a script up, or I entered a script into my game, and it automatically should put it in the workplace. Alright, and so as you saw in the first line, we're just gotta, oh, I misspelled function. It's like, why does that not work? Alright, and then let's go down. Oops. I'm so terrible at spelling. And so I won't have time in this video to discuss everything, like what it all means and stuff, but if you want to know, you can post in the comments of, like, you know, you could ask me what something means, and I will try my best to answer it. But I mean, I don't know everything, believe it or not. No, it sounds crazy. And also, most stuff is kind of self-explanatory, kind of like whenever you do like the names and stuff, like, you know, that's kind of self-explanatory, I think. But I don't know, you may not quite understand. And what I suggest that you do, if you're if you're just starting scripting, is actually look at other people's scripts. So like insert a, you know, I don't know, like, so if you're wanting to build a gun, insert a gun into your place and look at the script that they did, or a sword, and just see what they did. And you know, because you learn from it if you actually read it. Although if you just use free models and you don't actually look at the scripts, that's not going to make you any better. And most people don't like it whenever designers use free models. So that's it for me. I don't really ever use free models unless it's like I'm going to script something that I don't know how. Then I'll insert a free model, look at the script, and the cool thing is, though, is kind of like what I was saying earlier, a lot of this stuff is kind of self-explanatory, and so you can customize it kind of to make it your own thing. All right, and then this cash value, this is basically how much cash you're going to have when you start the game, and this right here, the cash, is basically what it is. So, like, if you want it to be like pizza or something, like, instead of the cash, you could make it, you know, slices of pizza or whatever, I don't know, and then like I just said, this is how much you start with. So let's actually start with 10, and let's name it gum. I don't know, just something. Alright, so now we're gonna do cash.parent equals stats 2.parent equals new player. So this is basically just saying, like, it's kind of connecting it to, or, like, you know, putting the stats to the new player. And then also the stats 1 and the stats 2. See, the reason that we can do that is because we named it right here. So, like, anyways, all right, so now it's the end, and so now we're just going to do game.players.child added. So this is basically just saying it's connecting it. This is the part that's connecting it to the new player. Entered. All right, so let's play it and see if it gives us 10 pieces of gum. Oh, right. Well, it doesn't work if you do it this way. The only way to do it is you have to start up a server. which is kind of annoying. I wish that it did work when you just did the regular play, but oh well. So while that's starting up, I guess I'll just go ahead and mention that I am planning on turning this into like a video series of how to make a tycoon. So yeah, you may want to stick around for that. I'm going to include like everything there is to know about making a tycoon, like how to make money, go to a cash collector, how to make it automatically go to the thing. But see, okay, so right here, see, we have 10 pieces of gum, or like, you know, whatever. Alright, so that part works. Alright, so now for this next part, you're going to need to insert a part. Part and a part. Anyways, so click off the part and insert a model. We're going to name this the factory. This is going to be the name of your tycoon. So, and then you're going to need 2 of those because later, which actually I may be teaching this in the next tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a regenerate script, or like, so basically it regenerates the tycoon, and it's going to go right in between these 2. But for now, just move this part right there, and then we're also going to need to insert another model into here, insert the part into that, and then also make a humanoid. Alright, and so now, oh, and then we're going to need to name this part. Alright, everybody, so my thing stopped recording, which I don't know why, but I'm back. So, put the humanoid into the model, and we're going to need to name this model become Tycoon Owner. I mean, you don't have to name it that, but otherwise it's going to be kind of weird. So, we can also go ahead and resize it. Or scale, I guess. Alright, so now we have the door, and if you want to get rid of the health bar, just go into the humanoid and go down to max health, turn that into 0, and voila. Alright, so what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to insert a script into the head block. And this script is pretty long and annoying. This is the reason that I can't explain it, is because this is going to take a while. Local ting equals 0. Oops. I forgot the most important part, doing ting. And also, this is also the part where, well, I guess I'll explain it once I get to it. But whenever I was copying this down, because I write it in a notebook before I do it, that way I can have them all like organized, all my scripts. But whenever I was writing it down, I wrote it down wrong so many times because there's lines where they're almost identical, and so I kept on writing the same line like twice, or forgetting to write one of the lines. Like, it took me so many times, which I don't even know why. It's not super complicated, but I mean, it actually it kind of is complicated, but oops. Alright, so then this is basically saying like if the player hits it, which you don't actually need to do this really if you want the person to be able to have more than one tycoon, or I mean this part you do, but I'll show you the part in a second once we get to it. But yeah, this is basically just doing a check towards, like, you know, if they already own a tycoon or a factory. And so this is basically saying if the check, like if it equals like blank, like if they don't have one, then and then this is basically giving them the tycoon. Alright, hit dot parent dot name, and if parenthesis this player Oops. Equals. Yeah. Then local string. All right, and so this is also still kind of just giving them the Tycoon. It takes a while, which is kind of annoying. Like I wish that you could just type like give this player the Tycoon, whoever touches it, but it's not that simple, sadly. See, this is the part that I would always mess up on, the part that I just did, because for some reason these two right here, I would always get them confused. I don't even know why. They're not even that confusing, but I did. Alright. And then also this part was kind of confusing because it says, or like, it starts with almost the exact same thing. Oops. So then this is making it to where the owner dot value is basically saying that the new owner, or like which reminds me, we also have to insert a string value into this, which hopefully I won't forget that. All right, so then this is basically saying like once it's touched, and if the person doesn't have a Tycoon yet, then remove the block and make them the owner. That's basically the summary of that. All right, now you need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of the fifth one, write ting equals 0, or tying, or I don't know how you pronounce that. I mean, I guess it is ting, but T-I-N-G. All right, and then on the last line, you need to do script dot parent dot touched, and then connect on touched. All right, and so now we are done with the script. Oh, I almost forgot that. I was like, why is that red? Right here, you have to write then. I'm sorry about that. All right, so now what we have to do is we have to insert a string value right here. Okay, and name it owner name, because right here the parent dot owner name. And so I mean, you can change it if you want, but I don't see why you would want to. All right, so now you have to insert that into the factory. So basically it's going to look like this. You have factory, or you have we'll just name this leaderboard. All right, so you have leaderboard, factory, and then another model inside of that factory, and then owner name, and become Tycoon owner. And yeah, that should work. And I think this one works, doing it like this. I'm not sure though. Okay, hopefully it's just because I need to do it this way. If not, then we have to find the problem, which whenever it's really long scripts, I mean, I probably just misspelled something, knowing me, but sometimes it's pretty complicated. Alright, so it appears that we messed something up. So let's go. Oh, and that's also another thing. If you ever test it out on the server, make sure that you close the server and you're working on the other one. Because sometimes, or actually more than sometimes, a lot of the times, I will be doing all the changes on the server, and then I'll exit out of the server and realize that all the changes and stuff that I made, they were all lost. And that is not something fun to be having done. So, so yeah, just make sure that you do that. And hello everybody. So I found out my problem. I forgot the Y right here in Tycoon. So, I mean, hopefully that's my problem. I don't know, I haven't actually tested it out yet. But there we go. So, see, but then also that did disappear pretty quickly. So, what you can do, I love the wait. Oh my goodness. I misspelled that terribly. Okay, so you can do, like, let's just do wait 1 second. So now, after you touch it, oh, wait 1 second, and then you're the owner. So, I mean, I think that that looks a little bit better than, let me just move this. That way you can kind of see. I mean, you know, it's kind of whatever you want. Let's just change it to 0. Because for me, like, I don't know. I don't like games that have, like, a super long wait time. Although whenever it's like that and you can just walk right through it, I don't know. I don't think that that's as fun. Like, I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of weird, but I like to kind of wait once I touch it. Just like, but only for like 1, maybe 2 seconds. Because, you know, I have a short attention span. Really short attention span. But, anyways, yeah. So that's how you make a script, or not a script tool. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, that's how you make a leaderboard and to become Tycoon owner. So, I'm going to be saving this, and we're just going to be building onto it. So, yeah, we have the start of a Tycoon. And so, y'all can build a Tycoon with me, basically. And, yeah, we'll just see how it comes along. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment saying exactly what you thought of it, or any questions, or comments, or, I guess I don't really, well, I did say to leave a comment if you have any questions already. But, so yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.